Welcome back, guys and girls. If you're a new trader, I really recommend you subscribe to the channel for valuable information regarding trading or forex trading, to be more specific. Welcome to the very first episode of the Eagle Capital Technical Series. Everything you need to know about technical analysis and the way we trade, you'll find in the technical series. So be sure to stay tuned for the content we're about to share with you. So in this episode, we'll be very briefly covering the core principles of technical analysis and forecasting. Get out a notepad if you have to, because you never really know when I might say something that might make the difference in your trading journey. Want to be starting off on your high time frames every time you open your charts to analyze. This is going to give you an overall view of that specific pair you're looking at. Now on GBP USD here we have the weekly time frame open, and we're already having a sense of direction in this pair. We have this very clear arc and this double top structure right here forming. Now, having established this, you are then able to gain confidence in price pushing up to these areas right here. And when price does eventually get to those areas, what we will be looking for are reversal patterns such as ascending channels, possibly taking price back to this ray line right here, or all the way down to these lows at the bottom there. So in the end, it might just look something like that. So now going down to the lower time frames, the daily in this case, we now have an idea of where price is most probably going to go in the upcoming weeks. Now it's really important for us here on the daily time frame is this descending channel within descending channel structure that we have. If we go to the start of this descending channel on the 4-hour time frame, you'll see a series of corrections and bearish flags. So there's one. Let me just okay. Okay, so there's one, and notice how we formed a bearish flag just before we had more momentum to the downside. We then formed a larger flag, but this is not a typical structure I'd be looking for to get into a trade. We then formed another correction, and just like the first correction, we had a bearish flag. We had a bearish flag just after our initial bearish impulse. Now price is forming a series of bearish flags. As you can see, we had an impulse there, a bearish flag there, another impulse there, a bearish flag there, an impulse, a bearish flag. That can be another bearish flag. That's another impulse. That right there can also be another bearish flag. And right now it looks as though we're currently forming an impulse to the downside again. So all of these impulses, all of these small impulses and bearish flags that are forming, it's forming a larger structure. Okay, now all of these impulses and bearish flags that are forming consecutively one after the other, it's forming an overall descending channel, which is a reversal pattern to go to the upside. Now let me just clear all of this out. Okay. So another thing, we also have this very clear double bottom structure right here, which hasn't really been confirmed. We see price breaking the low, um, and we are now anticipating an impulse to the upside. Now these patterns reoccur time and time again. It catches out most traders into thinking that price is now going to go down. So it traps them into taking more and more sells. Here's when forecasting helps boost your trading performance. If price does end up giving us what we want, which is an impulse up in this case, forecasting is going to prevent us from taking or getting into an unplanned trade, getting into a trade too early, or getting into a trade too late. With your forecast, you know exactly what you are looking out for as a trade signal. As my own forecast from the structure, I'd either be looking for a bearish impulse followed by a bullish impulse, and then followed by a bullish flag for an entry point to go to the upside, to look something like that. Or what I would be looking for is an impulse up, and then a bullish flag, and then a second impulse up for an entry point roundabout that point, just above the bullish flag. My stops just below the bullish flag. Um, so now, obviously, forecasting goes a lot deeper than that, but my aim was to just give you a basic understanding of what it is and how you can use it in your own trading to boost your performance. So if you have come this far, do consider subscribing, because we will be posting more and more of this content very soon.